Wolfpack. This is a video I shared to Patreon a year ago, and if you feel like supporting an artist, definitely come over there, help me out. $5 a month. Yeah, so in this video, I do a market stall to sell my coloring in books, and I end up rage quitting. I decided rage quit on this. Like, it's so good, it's not fun. Don't ever tell someone to do a market stall. A few videos of mine might start like this because I'm just throwing everything into the wind. I looked at my finances the other day and then I panicked for a little while, and then yesterday I just threw all the ideas out. Like, I started writing a book, I started doing everything. And one of those things, because just recently my friend was like, hey, did you know there's like now market stalls like in our area, like right across the road? And I was like, no, I did not know this. I don't leave my house. I'm like a hermit, like always working towards my career. So now that I know, I looked it up and I was like, yeah, okay, 80 bucks. You guys saw from my very first video on Patreon, like, I hate market stalls. Like, why do they make them so damn early? But it's kind of like, I have to sacrifice a little bit of enjoyment to like keep my career going, because I love my career. There's no way in hell I'm gonna go work for the man. So I'm like, okay, I can throw out 80 bucks, I can do that. And I'm like, okay, so from past experience in stalls, I know that art doesn't sell. Like, it's an emotional kind of investment. Like, people need time to like think and be like, oh yeah, okay, like, it's not a, oh, I'm at a stall, let's pick up this artwork. Like, that just doesn't happen. So I was thinking like 80 bucks, okay, if I sell like 3 books, I break even, that's okay. And then I was thinking like, I've always wanted to do merch, and I was like, okay, now is the time to just splurge on all the merch. I don't have money to splurge on merch. That's where I'm at. So when I first looked at it, I saw this and I was like, oh shit, that does break the bank. Like, I know some people looking at this and be like, 126 bucks. I'm like, yeah, that breaks the bank, sorry. But then I saw this one and I was like, oh, 2.4 meters. Okay, I can work with that. And in the very first video where I did my first market for that I showed on Patreon, I've done a few more, you saw that I really wanted to put a projector there. Pretty dark today, but as you can see, if I want to project it, but this can be outdoors and that's just not on. Even though the picture on the website is like a nighttime thing, how do I get it on this nighttime thing? So anyway, that's not on, but I'm thinking like 2.4 meters. It would just be really funny if I made like the tallest shelf in the world, and that would just be an attraction in itself. It's like, well, let's go to that store with the really tall shelf. Like, it's dumb and a good idea. And I guarantee you there's gonna be Karen there being like, wait, it's really tall. And then they're gonna like go into the multiverse. And I was arguing with a Karen the other day, and she made up this elaborate thing that, like, worst case scenario. I was like, that's a bit far down the multiverse for me. And I was like, yes, I'm gonna use that. And they're gonna make up this multiverse scenario and be like, it's gonna fall, and then it's gonna stab someone, they're gonna die, and then the insurance won't cover it. Like, they're gonna do that. But it's like, the way you win with these PC people is you do something they're not expecting, so they don't have time to make up a rule yet. I have to get public liability insurance. I wonder why the 20 million, because I've seen somewhere there's 5 and 10 million. So it's like, what could I possibly do with my very tall shelf that's going to cause $20 million worth of damage? What am I going to do? I'm not going with you. Don't ever go with Yui. This guy looks like he needs 20 million. Like, he's got a ladder and a dog and it's like a scaffold. I can see shit going wrong there. I know of accidents that's happened with a scaffold. They didn't even accrue $20 million worth of staff, but what is this 20 million? What could I put, how am I going to destroy 10 houses? Nah, I think 40 must be like the going rate for this. Okay, I have to budget this in. Okay, I have to budget this in. 49 bucks. Yeah, that seems to be the going rate. Alright. I wasn't expecting that. Complete!
Congratulations!
Look at me spending all my money that I have left. So I just received the invoice for the markets for across the road, and for a couple days there I was like, the chick didn't reply to my email, and I kind of want her to reply so I can be like, hey, can I put cupcakes there? Because it's like, I'm not a food store, but like, I really want to like print my artworks on like these things that you put on cupcakes, and I think it'll be like fully sick, and I'm gonna like cut them in half and like put chocolate and make sure they're gluten and lactose intolerant so that like I can pig out on them too. And so she hasn't responded, but like they sent the invoice, so I was like, cool, I'm in, I've got to start getting my shit together. And I found like these patches on AliExpress that are like $1 something. So I'm like, cool, okay, I want to try that, and then like I could get a few. And then I was like, oh, I also, because I was picking my friend's brain, I was like, hey, like, because this is a very like people buy what their kids want kind of area. It's not like a we need artworks, we need what keeps our kids happy and healthy and smart. So I was like, notebooks. And my friend who has children, she was like, yeah, notebooks. Like my child, like she really likes the cool ones. So I was like, I'm gonna put my artworks on notebooks. And then I was looking up like how to get them custom printed, and it's definitely out of my budget. So I'm like, okay, I can just learn how to like make the hardcovers and like spend a little time doing that. And I like as a business model, it's no, but like just to get the merch out there, yes. So I'm thinking it has to be items that people use in front of other people, and they all have to have my website on them. So I'm gonna put the website on the patches too. And then I was like, I really want kimonos, but that's like an even harder task. And now I'm kind of like, how many tasks am I setting myself for? And also I want to do like t-shirts, and my friend did like a prototype, and we both agree it's not really durable, but like we're on the right track. And then I was on the phone to this other chick for another video, and she was talking about like how she was doing like printed tees for like kids with vinyl, and I was like, wait a second, how'd you do that? And then she said something like a press. So I'm like, if I Google the words vinyl and press, maybe I can figure it out without having to pick her brain, because I want to like propose something else to her. So I'm kind of like, okay, so I will have some sort of t-shirts with artworks on them, and then like maybe a giant blow up thing at the top, because I'm like, whatever I put on top of the shelf, like I was thinking like, okay, maybe I shouldn't make the shelf double the size, but I can put like lights, because I'm good with like basic electronics. So something like that. And my mind is everywhere today. So I'm using this notebook to catch up on my editing, and I'm looking at like the paper, and I know that I can go to my printer and be like, hey, what GSM is this? Let's do it. And then I could get notebooks like this, and just that'd be easier than doing hardcovers. I should do a trial. I need to go on an adventure. I remember this being like $8 or something. One page is gonna cost me like $1 or $2. And the notebook could cost me, oh shoot, I'll see, because this one's fancy. That's why it was $8. Oh, I could go to AliExpress. I was looking locally. I was like, books that I can buy, like how cheap do they go? Because I went to Officeworks and it's like 79 cents. That's damn good. Um, and then I was thinking like, hey, I could actually just keep listing them on my website. Like this could end up being longer term. Adventure time. Get some books. There's so many options. Maths books. I'm trying to figure out which GSM the covers are, and I'm thinking maybe 210. It's gonna be really close, and it's gonna feel different when it's inked up. Note to self: 210 GSM. What are these wires called? For electronics. I'm just using those to hold the book together. This one was way easy to remove, and you just glue the 2 pages. Done. And if I want like a little fanciness here to cover up the change in image, 5, 6. Lol, I should have designed books a long time ago. Like as a kid, I would have been like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna draw all over this line and then into the artwork. I'm so annoying with giving briefs. I'm like really specific, but I don't assume anyone's dumb. I just don't want to mess up anything. My printer rang me for a yah this morning. She didn't even quote it yet. She just wanted to have a yah. And she had like the best fucking idea. And I told her, I was like, I'm annoyed that I didn't think of that idea. Like, what the fuck? I'm Miss Creative. Like, what the hell? So the idea is, in these exercise books, I could get an extra page printed that's an outline of the artwork, which I have, because that's the whole point of my coloring in book series, and insert it in the book as I rebind it. And I was like, fuck, that's such a good idea. Fuck you. Like, I wanted that idea. I'm gonna implement it. And it's like, whoa, this is awesome. I'm keeping this around. So the only thing is, it's like, do I put the extra page that the kids can color in inside the cover? So it doesn't annoy the teachers because like I guess I'm a pro at annoying my teachers. And or do I put it in the center of the book where it will definitely annoy the teachers because the way that my books are made, it's like you can't tell it's a coloring. It looks like just a drawing. So the teacher's probably going to be like, "Why the fuck is this student drawing pictures? Really good pictures." But then if it's in the center, they can rip it out so they don't piss off their teachers. But so I'm kind of leaning towards putting it in the center. Either way, this is not a right now decision. The right now decision is I need to create the outline for that specific size and send it. That idea alone eliminates the perfect bound because I can't put it in a perfect bound. She also explained that perfect bound's going to be a lot harder for longevity, and I can get creative with, instead of putting staples, I could thread it in. Sent. I got confused between the two. I was like, I know this is a small one because I did it. But then I put the matching outline on here, and this is going to be the 2024 edition, which isn't out yet. So no outline copying for that one. And then I just threw in a random one that I think the kids will think is cool. And then here I wrote, you know, just to soften it up for the teachers, because I think I will put in the center as opposed to like inside the cover. Fun fact, doing something with your hands while your teacher teaches help you memorize things. That's true. I'm preparing the images to see what the quote's going to be for the patches, and I'm just posterizing it because I think that's going to be better for whatever machine they're using. Like just see like solid change in the color and the effect later. I think it's going to be better that way.
Wow! Incredible!
These funky patches I made. The last two are extra funky because I was like, man, just okay. So I'll have like kind of regular ones for the people who like the artwork is enough for them. Sent. Look at this flattering email. I'll put a screenshot. It's not a response to my other one about busking. It's incredibly flattering email. I love it. But it gives me an opportunity to respond and be like, hey, I want to put cupcakes. Like cupcakes, and she was like, no, because of JoJo's Bakery and rules. And I was like, damn it. But then I'm wondering, like, because it's store-bought cake mix. But anyway, anything that's store-bought is allowed. So I was like, cool, chocolates? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm just going to put stickers of artworks all over the chocolates. And it's probably not going to turn out as fun as I expected. No, I don't think I ever expected this to be fun. But I was talking about like how the patch is going to be here soon, and she's like, "There's 2 weeks left. Like, do you even have any stock?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? I've got like hundreds of books." And then I was like, "Oh shit, there's 2 weeks left." Don't mind that she thinks that I have no stock. I was talking about the merchandise when I was talking about that. I'm like, shit, how am I going to get the patches? Because I'm trying to organize prices from China in 2 weeks. And then I was looking at like prints for t-shirts. I'm like, oh shit, the time. So there's a bit of it. It's not simply you go to this listing and then buy it for $3. That's just, and it was US before. So that's what's going on there. You have to message them. So I'm kind of like, how much? And then they go, I was like 8 centimeters on the longest side, one piece, at least $50 US. And I was like, yeah, I'm not making a profit even in Australia, I'm not making a profit on that. So I went here and they're like, I'm looking at this one, US 43 for 20 pieces, which works out to be roughly $3 each. So I was like, cool, if I sell them for $7, I get a nice profit margin there. This guy hasn't responded yet because I had like a $200 typo, 200 piece typo. And then this guy, I was like, hey, more depending, because then I looked at the ad later and I was like, oh, it says 50 pieces. And then he goes, 50 pieces. And I was like, cool, how much for 50? So I'm just kind of like delayed. And then while I was clicking all the links to find custom embroidery, I found these custom t-shirt prints, which is awesome. And then I looked up like what's the difference between DTF heat transfers and vinyl, and it looks like these are the more professional ones. They're just harder to do in terms of like getting them created, not the ironing on the top part. And I need to ask my friend which one she had because she doesn't recommend that one at all. Yeah, I should get onto this. Wait a second. You know how in my billboard video I had like a new hat? What was that? Let me go into my purchases. This is dead end and terrible user experience. Look at this giant. What the hell is going on here? So oh, a fedora. They're just not going to tell me what type of heat transfer that was, but I want to show you my hat. This is my hat. It's not wonderful. How do I tell the difference between what's going on where and what's going on? I was just putting my pants on for my fully sick motorbike and I was like, buttons! I can do buttons! Cufflings! These aren't the buttons I want. But man, like every electronics project, I think I like it. You know what? The kind of button that you put on your pants. What's going on here? What is this? What's going on here? Enamel pins. Oh, I don't want pins. This seems limited. That's a real shame. What's this? Okay. Maybe if I googled like custom resin circles and I could just glue them onto buttons. Oh, these look cute. Oh my god, those look so cute. This looks like it's not on. I want to do it. It looks like it's not on. What the fuck is planner resin? I want to know what this is. What is this? What is this thing? It seems popular. I know chat likes to answer a different question, so I'm quite specific here. We had a miscommunication. He's talking about 3D printing and I'm talking about like printing a design, as in creating a design. But now I'm thinking like, does this really sell? I'm coming back to this one day. I'm mind blown that this is a thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, people are just printing like plastic images? What the? Man, the corners of the internet. The black and white ones, a thinner one if possible.
Okay, so
Yeah.
not the 210.
Nah, just like an 80 if it's possible. These are some ideas. Time to sort this out. I think my printer was right. This is just, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. This is not a fun activity at all. Looking good, but I cut it a mil short. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm working with. I'll just finish it off. So the printer said that I need to score in between here. Okay, this is a fantastic idea because the artworks just look great and I can imagine kids looking at this and being like, yes, I want that as my school book. But my execution was a bit rough. I cut right through it and I just don't think this is sellable. But that's fine, that's fine. My main project is that one. You know what? My grandma will love this. She likes writing shit and she likes my artwork, so I've got my next gift for her. Fuck yeah. I don't know how I want to tackle this. I think I'll take the center page out. This is how I'm going to tackle this. I'm going to take the center page out and do this delicately. Okay, I just tried for like 10 minutes to get this damn staple back in because I thought staples would be the easier thing. So I'm going to return to listening to my printer and I made like a righteous hole here, so good thing that this is just a test. She said sew it, so I'm gonna sew it. This is pissing me off. This is so fucking annoying. This is more annoying than those lights, like when I had my chain of fans and they were like tangling up like Christmas lights. This is more annoying than that. I need some clips. Okay, I've spent more than enough time on this fucking activity. The sizing is fine. The sizing is fine. I don't know about the center, but the stitching is going to be a pain. And I've figured out, okay, there's just a lot of annoying things to do with this activity, but I'll do at least a few. Okay, after my patience replenishes, I'm just going to finish sewing that and it becomes my book for tutoring. I have to measure this. I think it's really different to this. And then I'll reset the files and send it to the printer. Meanwhile, my holographic paper turned up. Here we go. It's a shame it's silver and it kind of smells really weird, like a farm. Hopefully no one else smells it. So I'm going to put my artworks on this and they're going to look awesome. What are these lines? Do you guys see the lines? You see the lines. Where the hell are these lines coming from? They're not in real life. I've changed my mind. I think the perfect bound, okay, so the printer probably is thinking about her when she's doing this, and I'm quite heavy-handed and break everything. And so I have good glues on hand, and she was like, this is probably going to fall apart because of the glue.
But I did a damn good job with that. And I don't, like, looking at this, it's not going to fall apart. So I think I'll stick with Perfect Bound, but figure out a way how to get the colouring in there. Figure that out. And I have like one day to sort this out. But like, that turned out pretty good having cut it myself. Oh, as in heavy-handed, as in like, this is more my kind of bookmaking activity. Like the other one where I have to stitch it and like be precise, like that's just, I'm gonna fuck it up. And I know it sounds so like odd because I spend lots of time doing intricate paintings. I'm off to adventure, and one of those adventures is this video. Alright, I've settled on this one. So these two actually. So a maths book so they can do all their maths, and one of these. The only thing is this one's 1 mil smaller. Like I'm really betting it is 1 mil smaller because it kind of looks like it. I've got my files. I want to show you my files. So that's 5. Okay, so here we are. I've got 10 designs, and this one here with blue text is for the maths books, and it's 2 millimeters off. So it's pretty close, my guess. And then it's going to be confusing for the printers because they're just 2 mil difference. And I'm like, is it a whole entire, because there's a cost for setting up, and then like the cost for doing the print is minimal after the setup. So I want to avoid the double setup cost. So I'm kind of like, how do I word this email without it being confusing? So I color coded it. Here's the quote, and it's not turning out anything like I want. So $130 if I want the artworks to change. You know how I made a PDF with like different artworks, and so that's an extra cost, and that's something I can't comprehend because I don't understand why you don't just like send it to your printer and be like, this is the PDF like you do with a book. But they're like, okay, so this is the price if you want one artwork. But I'm priced out, so 80 is better value to do 40, but I don't know if I'm gonna sell 40 because I can only use one artwork. Like I could sell 40 if I could use many artworks. So I'm like, okay, well I'm stuck with this one, 55 bucks plus 41. So it's gonna be at like 96, 97 bucks. And then I only have 20 to sell, so the profit margin, if I sell them for like $7, it's $2 each profit margin. So this is a bit shitty, but I should do it. I just want them around. I have to finalize this right now. I think this could look funky, but there's too many factors in play to be messing about. So I'm thinking I like that one. I like this. It just like I just like it. It's also my artwork, which is why I like it. But I like it. Like it's good for both sides. It's continuous. It's not like slightly jarring when you change the colors. Like this is not jarring at all, but you get what I mean? Like I think I'll just go with that one. I'm tossing up between this one too. But then boys won't be interested. This is so unsettling with like the amount of money that I just don't have right now. Okay, I'll do it. And then yes, this becomes a part of my merch, like my actual merch. Orders in, also paid the printer. Everyone is annoying me today. Everyone is annoying me. This slow loading is even annoying. What's the file size? Excellent, okay. Everything is annoying today. Okay, I'm off to go pick up some cardboard from I don't know where. I got my box. It's actually much bigger than it looks. I got my box. It's actually a huge box. I don't think the camera even justifies, like it's taller than me. I'm quite sure. It certainly is. Okay, I put my chill top on intentionally because I just need like a reminder. Like there's a lot of people being really bad at communicating at the moment. It's like, it's messing shit up. Like my friend was like, I want to help you get ready for the stall. I was like, sweet, okay, we're gonna do it in one day. These are the activities. And what she meant was, which I now see, is she wanted to help with one little thing. And instead of like saying, oh, I don't want to do all the activities, because I even said at the end, are you in? Because it's like, there's a lot of things we need to get done. She just sent an irrelevant photo and changed the conversation. So I'm here like,
I'm so confused because like these plans also conflict with another one, and the other person also wasn't responding. And then very last minute, she was like, "Oh no, I only want to do I only want to help with a little bit." And it's like, why did you leave this till last minute? Like, why did you leave that till last minute? Okay, so she really like messed up my plans, and I think she understands it just a little bit, but I think she's also annoyed at me because I think that like maybe I expected too much from her, even though I asked, "Are you in?" Anyway, and then like there was another meeting today, which I really need to know that it was on because I sent instructions of what I need for that meeting, and then like I didn't get a response saying that they'd received the instructions, so I was kind of like, what the fuck is going on with everyone? Like, can I just get a little bit of communication back? Anyway, so I'm doing this alone, and now I'm gonna build the store because I'm worried that there might be like some sort of little shit, because judging by the people I went to high school with, like there might be someone who wants to throw something at the very tall stall. So I'm like, okay, and also I don't know if I'm gonna be like in front of a wall, which would make it like redundant to have something on the back of my little floaty that's gonna go on top. So I was like, okay, no, cardboard cutouts, I can do that. And I have to build it. I either don't recall or there's pieces missing. And I'm glad I didn't leave this last minute. No. There's like there's hooks. That's what I need. Where'd those go? Wait, I have a magic 8 ball for this. Outcome not so good. But I see holes in here. So it's like I can just get like pieces of metal and just, if I can't find it, like my house is like I live like a minimalist. If it's not in the house, I've thrown it out. So that's the backup plan. Okay, that actually looks way better on camera than real life. Hectic. That took forever, and all I've done is glued it on. I'm brainstorming, and I think all I need is a bunch of hex keys. Found something useful. It's a bit furry. Okay, warehouse closes in 2.5 hours, I think. I don't know. But I have 2 problems to solve. So how I'm gonna hang the shelves with my missing parts, and how I'm gonna put these on there. But then I also want to build them so that they can also stand alone. I didn't realize my hex key was L-shaped, but I keep like a secret. I keep shit under here because it's convenient. There should be a hex key. Here, excellent. Oh, this is perfect size. Put the receipt back. I'm not sure this plan's gonna work, so I was thinking put it all the way through, glue it facing up, and thread this hole through the hex key. Okay, hypothetically it works, but I don't think this is aligned. Damn it, it's not aligned. That would have been such a good solution. It doesn't reach this end, so I'm just gonna have to use wire or some shit. Yeah, I even tried this wiggly one. If it was lined up perfectly, then that hex key idea would have totally worked. Damn, I keep thinking of another idea. It's like those things that you put in Gyprock and then screw it in, but it's not aligned. Look! Absolutely 100% cannot be annoyed at my friend. Absolutely. Look at this. Lactose-free milk and gluten-free bread. I tried making a pizza today. Don't worry about my pizza making adventure. And fruit. I cannot be annoyed. But I'm a bit full on. I'm definitely a bit full on, always doing 500 things at once. All right, so just out loud, what I'm trying to achieve here is how do I get to the place, put the shelves on stably and quickly? Because I'm not a morning person. I'm going to do this last minute. And like, I bought these clips. These didn't arrive for months, so I bought these ones. These are actually to go in my painting storage, so that's easier to like pack my paintings away and when it's ready for sale. So I won't use the little ones because I like the little ones. But if I could like do something pretty, and then I don't want to use this. I'm getting picky about my rope here. Damn it, this isn't gonna work because I can't thread it through this or that. New plan. This threads into that. Problem solved. Just looks a bit dodgy because I used this to thread it through, and then I forgot that I used it to thread it through, so it's stuck on there now. I'm wondering if my books, like if I even need to prop it out. Oh, this is totally fine. I don't even need to prop it up. No one's gonna know. Like if I hide the clips real pretty like, no one's gonna know. Okay, this problem is solved. These guys. Maybe if I whip out a magnet from my secret stash. I'm just curious. It does kind of hold it there. Oh, my book! This is the one I've been colouring, so it's a bit thrashed. Look at my beautiful colourings. So easy. But I don't know if I have enough magnets. I've only got like 50, 30. I have no fucking clue. I don't know if this is tall enough for the effect that I want to get, but like, I'm also like, this is just one day. I don't really care how perfect it is. I still haven't figured out where to get these. Like, I've searched everywhere, so I just like kind of hoard them whenever I find them. Oh, perfect. Aha! I don't need a ruler. I'm good. What about the other side? Yeah, I don't fucking need a ruler. Wow, this didn't really need that much brainstorming at all. So actually I might use a thinner one between here. So I'm just gonna like prop it out so that it can slide into the pole. And then also I'm gonna have a few extras hanging out over here, like extra ones here, so that if I decide that I wanna like stand it on the ground, I can do that as well. All right, fuck that fancy idea off. That's what I'm doing. It's a giant photo frame.
Success!
Done. Shelves are finally put together. That was meant to take 5 minutes the first time, but I guess, okay, obstacle solved. And so this is a bit fragile. That's why it's not standing straight, but it's quirky in general, so it kind of goes with it. I'll show you the back end. So this is what I ended up doing. It's so dodgy. It works. Okay. I'm gonna remove all this crap and then flip it. That's definitely not straight. Fuck that. No, don't need it. Okay, sticker layout is ready. And this is for any bowl that I might need to put the chocolates in. Okay, we've been sent the rules. I am over here next to this tree. And so you're not allowed to park in the library car park, which I think is this. I think all the locals think it's this. But I live, like, this is the railway. I live, like, here. So I think it's just going to be a big fuck around if I load the car or, like, get a friend to help me load the car and go there and then unload the car. Mum and I were discussing this. I think it's easier if I just use this as, like, a wake-up walk because they want me there at 8 a.m. So if I just have, like, a nice little stroll over here and then I'll just do that. Yeah, you can't park in the library, so you can park in the marketplace or Ramsey Road, and those two locations are like the main road. I might as well just fucking walk from my house, or the shop's car park is like here. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk from my house. Fuck that. Retail stores not in the car park must have a mat or floor covering. Woman, there are 2 days left, and you've put me here. Like, seriously, like. There's 2 days left. How am I meant to find like something that won't scare off people? Like I've got like a big plastic tarp, but no one wants to stand on that shit. Like, oh my god, I don't have time for this extra obstacle. Why did you do that to me? You're not gonna kick me off. I'm not gonna do it. I like grass. I think people just go way too far with writing rules. No boxes should be on display or visible. This person hasn't read that Steve Jobs thing where he was like trying to sell his computers for the first time and had empty boxes to like show people that he's got like heaps of stock and he's really popular. Like, don't interfere with Steve's Jobs marketing tactic. Man, I'm just not a big fan of excessive rules. Like, it's getting to the point of excessive. What was that word? I heard someone say it. Overcorrecting. This is written by someone who likes to overcorrect. What happens if my tablecloth is like half length? I don't think you can see this. Here we go. Now I'm printing the inserts and I just need QR codes. And it's so annoying it doesn't fit
perfectly there. Like, doesn't fit. So, 1 page, I'll print 40 pages. I'm in no mood to take the car, so I'm going to take the bike and I'm going to make it work. Stickers, by the way. I returned from a very long convoy with an attractive man, but he did not stop to say hello. And I got these. So this one looks good, even though like when I first saw it, I was like, oh no, but I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is gonna look amazing. This is gonna be a messy activity. So like this afternoon I spent a couple hours like putting away the 80 artworks, those just need to be photographed. And I was like leaving so proud. Lights. And I'm returning offended. Like, Mum's friends are so fucking disrespectful. Like, I went to dinner and I was like talking, because I'm simultaneously doing a busking project at this point, and there was a lady there and her daughter did busking, and I'm like curious, I'm like, how much does it make? Because that's the whole point of busking. And then her friend was like, oh, you could be an art teacher. And I'm like, I am so sick of people, like, specifically people who think they're better than me, just like being like, oh, like, this is what's wrong with you. Like, I'm working on something here. It's the whole fucking point of these Patreon videos, like to show people I'm doing something here. Like, so I'm gonna angry work on these books. The first part I can do angry working. The rest I really need to like focus and work on my fucking career. Oh, I didn't even share the offensive part. She was like talking about like doing something that actually makes money. It's like, oh, whoa, like what, like you need to be opened up to the world of art lovers out there. Like what would you do without music? That's something a lot more people can comprehend. Oh my fucking god. And then like she just dug in deeper. I was just like, so I left and I was like, gotta work on my career. Work. Okay. I'm in the middle of working. Just my rant extends, so I think they gauged that was rude, and they now want me to describe my artworks over the phone. I'm just like, can you fucking show me some respect? Can you fucking? I'm working. That's it. I'm verbalizing it. I'm being interrupted from work to be humored about how important my career is by someone who wanted to change my career like 2 hours ago. That's what's irking me right now. My guys, that's what's irking me. I now have the colorings on a few pages on just 2 of the 20 books. It's 1:20 a.m. I have 18 more to go, and I want to get like, oh man, just time. I'll stay up late. 2:20 a.m. I've decided like, okay, this looks so professional. Look at this. So I'm gonna put on the covers because this glue here needs 24 hours to dry, whereas this glue that I'm using here only needs like an hour. So I'm gonna swap the system and do it backwards. I don't know how long each cover is gonna take, but like fingers crossed, I'm in bed in an hour. Okay, I did 6, but like they're the ones that I completed, so they're entirely done, just the 6. So I've got 14 more left. I'm just a bit too like, I'm really fucking disappointed in the fact that I was minding my own business and one of Mum's friend is like, oh, I'm waiting for you to fail. They're so fucking annoying. So I'm just kind of pissed off, so I'm gonna go to bed and I'll restart this tomorrow. I angry organized it for tomorrow. Fuck, she's such a fucking bitch. Like, when she was like, oh, why won't you tell me about your art? I was like, to be frank, you've been disrespectful. And she laughed. So I hung up. Fucking bitch. Alright, it's 11:30. I only got 4 hours sleep. I'm sulked a bit. I'm just so annoyed that like I'm forced to have people in my inner circle that are waiting on my failure. So I've edited as well, and I've dressed for the wrong occasion. Like it's just a bit cold today. And then I'm kind of thinking like, fuck, okay. So and then Mum and one of her good friends visited, and then we've decided that she's gonna come help load the car tomorrow. Because like there was this thing about like the mat, and she got me a mat, and I was like, I don't want a mat, because then I have to fucking keep it. Anyway, fuck. Like if those 6 books took 3 hours. I've just got to start working, and I'm kind of like visibly upset, and I also had to record those, and I have to record the outro for this. So, but just it's cool. I've got my chocolate, and I can just Google some toxic masculinity videos, and I'm good. Australians when it's 18 degrees out. I'm ready. I've got this. Okay, I can't spend 8 hours doing this. I'm gonna smash through this. Here's an update on last night's books. So I am slightly concerned about the distance between, like there's a small gap in some of them.
But it's kind of looking pretty cool. It looks like the inside looks kind of professional. It just kind of looks professional in general. Fuck yeah.
Wow!
These are looking fantastic. I'm folding them at right angles, but like there's this odd little lip on some of them. So, later problem. The right now problem is I only printed half the amount that I needed, even though I printed 40 pages and I've got 20 books. But I guess, oh, that's what I did. When I was creating the file, I thought that I'd halve the A4 page, but I ended up just using one A4. Okay, that's where the problem lies. I need to go print more. I wanted to take the bike, but Mum wants me to take the car so I can like get the table, which means it's a different form of breaking in. So it's just going to take longer. Okay, it shouldn't take too long for me to summon the gods to open this secret passageway. It usually takes like 5 minutes. I've been here 2 minutes.
Success!
Oh my god, look what my friend did. She made these. These are fucking awesome. Like, they're so cool. And on the back, like, there's, you know how I made like the little patch things? These are so cool. This is the event for Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, because I want to continue merch. So this is a nice little start. These look so cool. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Lol, you guys know by now I'm actually someone who reads the T's and C's. I'm just skimming through it this time. And I'm like thinking, I was kind of talking to my friend, I was like, how dumb is this insurance? This is so dumb. And then I was just joking. I was like, I should just get the 5 million. Then like, I have this trick that I do when I pretend to be confused. Because like, seriously, like, what am I gonna fuck up? Like, I'm just kind of like, at least I'm getting something. And earlier today I was thinking like, you know, it's kind of ironic that the people who jump at getting insurance are the ones that are not going to destroy anything. Um, so I would, oh, here we go. I'm just getting the 5 million. And then I was like, okay, I need to know the cancellation rules. And they're like, you can cancel within 21 days and get your money back. I was like, that is such a cheap thing to do. But you guys know I have no money. I'm actually towards broke and it's incredibly scary. So, this is what I'll do. I'll get the 5 million and then just play dumb and cancel it because I think this whole thing is a joke. Oh, I was thinking like with this cancellation policy, I could just do the 20 million. This is so fucking dumb. This is so fucking dumb. Like, seriously, if someone's organizing a fair in the future and you see this, like, get insurance for the whole thing. Don't make the stores individually get it. Like, it's so fucking dumb. So anyway, after my little rant, I could get the 20 because it's only like $4 difference. And I'm canceling it anyway. Yeah, I'll just do that and I'm canceling it on Monday. I just want to go back to this in case someone's watching this and you are making a stall. So there's this company, My Market Insurance, specifically for this task. $40. So even if you did go to like a real insurance company, like was it CGU? Yeah, even if, oh my god, where'd my quote go? Um, you're better off just going to a real insurance company either way. Well, this is a little unsettling. My bank account says negative 340, but it's only 308, and it clearly says monthly. Why didn't they, if they're going to test the card, why didn't they just do like 1 cent? Lol, I'm an idiot. I mean, that was my motorbike insurance. I'm an idiot. It's fine. My plan is still going to plan. Something is not square here. Something is not square. I can't tell which professional didn't make it square. Okay, I've just put together the first maths book, and it sits perfectly. So it's not my printers that did it off, it's the actual exercise books that are crooked, and unfortunate, very unfortunate. Done.
Complete.
I did my best, but I think that's good enough, so cool. For fuck's sake. These are the joints. For fuck's sake, mine are better. Mine aren't aesthetically better. Because I was looking for these stands. Damn it. I wasted so much time on that. I wasted so much time thinking and doing. For fuck's sake. So annoying. Gotta look professional. So annoying. I think I got it. You can't see my pile of crap. but never again. Never again. I'll probably forget by next year. I don't know. I recorded the door knocking and now I know to do that. Never again. Not keen. I didn't fit in the car. Fuck, I forgot my EFTPOS machine, so I'm just gonna break in. Excellent view. Thank you very much. If I run a bit, Mum will never know I turned around. Dear God, fuck this, it's downhill. Some piece of shit turned off the rock and put some pop on. My shelves fell over. This actually doesn't look that bad. I thought it looked pretty bad. I'm rage quitting. Okay, showing off. Showing off. I'm gonna write some labels. One sale. To Germany or something? Please don't fall. I left my friend. I had a bit of a freak out that it was raining, so they lent me this. I'm so grateful. I'm very excited for this guy to perform his art, but busking makes me nervous. It makes me so nervous. I'm glad I'm facing this way now. This woman came and hunted down the book specifically for these ones, which is awesome. 7 more. Getting there. Done. I've packed all the shit away and I don't have to look at it. Like, I'm thinking it's time to sell the shelves. Like, I shouldn't be tempted to do a market stall ever again. Like, the math on this, so I made 225, which is 9 books and 1 pack of stickers. What's that, like a $5 profit margin? You saw how fucking hard I worked. Like, the people watching this video saw how hard I worked, and there's genuinely people in my actual life that think that I'm just... Anyway, I didn't need that shit from Mum's friends, and they're always like full of marketing ideas, so next time, I really hope I never see any of them again, but next time they say, oh, why don't you do this, like a market stall, I can be like, no, I've documented it. It was just so much fucking work. So, no more, no. I've got merch now though. It's such a shame I didn't sell any books. I've got merch. I'm gonna do a video on merch now. I didn't even update you on the adventures of the day. So like, I had this one spot which I recorded, and then it started to rain a little bit, just a really little bit, and it was coincidentally during the time I was talking to the chick who was running it, and I was like, oh fuck, and she's like, where's your gazebo? I was like, I'm too fucking broke for one, and I didn't realize that it was compulsory when I blurted out that I'm just too broke for one. If I'd known it was compulsory, I wouldn't have fucking done it in the first place. Yeah, so I moved over, and then I was just making friends with all the other market stall people, and we all had the general idea that no one thought they were going to break even. Like, nobody thought they were going to break even. I was talking to this one chick. Well, first I was talking to a few people, and this one guy, he didn't gauge that I was just making companionships with all the other people. And he really turned on his infomercial. He was like, you do this, and then like he had some beeswax stuff, and then you spray this, and I was like, I went to another one. I was like, whoa, man, that felt like an infomercial. And she was taking everything I said the wrong way. So I just stopped talking to her because I was like, she's taking everything I say the wrong way, because she was like, well, maybe I'll go buy from him. And I was like, I'm making commentary. So I was like, don't talk to that chick anymore. And then I asked the person who was running it about doing like a painting busking kind of thing, and she's like, no, you can hire a stall. And I was like, what is up with people suggesting to hire a stall when you want to busk? Oh, and then I gave the musicians some candy, and I was like, keep up the music, like, don't give up ever, don't fucking let people tell you to give up. That was essentially the day. Yeah, that was essentially the day. Oh, right, and that's what I'm forgetting. This chick, she like came in the middle of the day because I'd just gotten off the phone with my friend. She's like, how's it going? I was like, I've sold 1 book. And then this chick came by and she's like, I'm here for the coloring books. And I was like, what kind of fucking Truman Show is this? Like, some random just comes out and she's here for the coloring books. So she was there, and then like another chick, and I don't think they were related, and then she came by and she's like, oh my god, I'm here for the coloring books. And I was like, what is this? What is it? Can we have this more often? I can't keep doing the market stalls. I won't be doing them, but like, can we have this? That was a lovely highlight. Oh, one more plot twist. So like, after I moved my shit to the real estate Ray White kind of gazebo thing, just like two people, like they were both old, maybe their vision wasn't fantastic. They thought I was a real estate agent, and when my friend turned up, she was like, you clearly have coloring books, but like, okay. So they thought I was a real estate agent, and this one guy, because I'm a Gemini and I'll just talk about any topic, we were talking about properties for like 10 full minutes, and I was kind of like, just talking about properties, and then he's like, you're not a real estate agent? I was like, no. So after that, I was like, hey, I just want to like pay tribute to Ray White for like lending me this gazebo, and people found it pretty funny, so. Not a real estate agent.
I'm just gonna say thanks to the organizer. I never really do that, but I really like this one. I just want to say thanks to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guarantee you, if I tried, and if someone let me try, wait, so that 42 times 20 million, 840 million dollars. There's no way that even if I tried, even if I pulled up a posse and like tried to destroy that much worth of stuff, like I totally couldn't do it. Did I do that wrong? 42. No, 840. Haha, look at my mental arithmetic. Nah, hire me to do it. I could do it. I used to be a pirate for the local fire brigade. I'm just gonna tell council the amount of insurance they require is dumb. It's really dumb. It's just straight up dumb. I don't want my name attached to this. Okay, I did it. I changed some of the words so it doesn't sound like me, but I don't know.
I thought this part was funny. I didn't even, like, I don't think I recorded it in, like, my end of day market day. Okay, so the first sale of the day, this chick, she picked up this book and she goes, oh, they're all so weird. And she goes through all the books, and every, like, 2 seconds, she's like, it's so weird. And I'm, like, they're, like, standing there be like, does she know I created these? I don't know. And then she bought some, and I was like, that was weird. A few days have passed, and my experiences are definitely shaping how I respond to people. And I think I'm just not gonna wait for like the 6th or the 10th jab on my career anymore. I'm just gonna do something that may be perceived as socially unacceptable and just straight up say like, show me some respect. Like, and I would prefer to ruffle some feathers that way because it's kind of funny. Excellent, you stuck around. I'm so grateful. Maybe click like so that YouTube knows that it's not a bad video. I'm working on my editing, and then shows it to other people, and they're like, you'll help me grow. That'd be kind of cool. Buy my art. Yeah, buy my art. Or buy my colouring in book. This is one of the later editions. Yeah, check it out. I feel like I'm in year 1. And you don't even have to be good. You can be really shit at art and then have an outcome like this. This is my left hand. I'm not left-handed. Oh right, check out my Patreon. There's a bunch of links below.